Hey guys, welcome back to the shop for another episode of SNS. So we've had a past couple weeks have been pretty interesting. You know, we had our nice visit up north at John Saunders' open house, and last weekend I didn't make an SNS because I had that footage from the open house that I wanted to create and share with you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy that, and I just want to tell all of my viewers out there that everybody that attended the open house, it was really great to be able to meet everybody and talk with everybody, and I just genuinely had a great time up there. I wish I had more time to talk with everybody. There was the little clinics that was going on there that I wanted to be able to visit and watch and learn a little bit from, and I really didn't get a chance to do that, but I was visiting with all of the visitors there and all of our viewers, and I had a great time. So thank you everybody that came up to me and said hello and introduced who you were, even though I cannot remember everybody by name, but I remember faces though, and I recognize the people that I had met last year. But really great time. I really enjoyed that. So again, just thanks everybody for coming up and talking to me. I really did have a great time. So this episode this week, I've got a few viewer gifts. One of them is something that I want to share with you that John Saunders had given to me last week whenever we were up there in Ohio. Something really special to me that's going to be very meaningful. So I'd like to share that with you. And there's a couple other gifts that's come in, and coincidentally they're all Starrett related too. So we're gonna pan you in a little bit closer with the camera, and we'll take a look at those and see what we got. Some of the gifts, I had some gifts that were given to me at the open house, and I had put most of that in the large suitcase, and that was Abby's suitcase, and I forgot to take it all out of there, so that stuff kind of ended up over at her place, and I haven't gotten that back from her yet. So whenever I do get those other items that were given to me, I'll bring them home and we'll share it on the next, probably next week. There was some really cool stuff that was given to me, and I would like to share that. There's still some things up in Ohio that I haven't got yet. A plastic bin full of end mills. And John's just going to send that stuff down here. It wasn't no hurry, but he'll just send them down here, freight, and when we get those, we'll check them out. So I've got some machine work to share with you this week. I finished out the roller project for James Savage that we had started on a few weeks back. I'll go ahead and we'll finish that out, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. More turning, radius, blending on the lathe, and then we're going to go to the mill and use it for our first real job and use the digital readout and mill a keyway down there. All right, I've got another piece of equipment outside that I just recently acquired. We're going to go outside with the handheld, and I'm going to show you that. The electric press that you have seen me use in several videos, it's shown being used. It was at work. Well, I purchased that from work and just brought it home, so I'm gonna share that with you, and we'll give a little better look at that, and I'll tell you how this come about, and we'll throw that in the mix, and hopefully you enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get rolling, and I hope you enjoy this week's SNS. So this is the Starrett tool that I brought home from Ohio that was given to me by John Saunders, and this is a real special tool for me because let me just tell you how I got this. We went out there to the farm on Sunday, which I showed last week in the video, and we were looking through his grandpa's shop. And if you follow John and you know his story, he lost his grandpa last year, and so they're actually getting ready to do an estate sale for the shop, his grandpa's shop, and sell off the equipment and stuff like that that's in there, the tools. And so we were just looking around, and John had said, hey, if there's anything in here that you want, just let me know. Most of it's all going to be for sale, but we were just looking through some of the small stuff, and on one of the workbenches there was some Starrett tools sitting there, like spring calipers mainly, and a couple of rules. And I seen this, I picked it up. It was kind of buried in the mix, and I picked this up. I said, hey man, look, that's a Starrett set. And John asked me if I wanted it, and I was like, that'd be That'd be great, man. And he says, take it. I want you to have that. So this was one of his grandpa's tools right here that he had used. And John's grandfather was a millwright. He owned a couple businesses there and did a lot of millwright work. And he was one of the guys that I imagine was like a jack of all trades. He had to do it all. He took care of that farm. He did woodworking, metalworking, blacksmithing work, welding, fabrication. I mean, he just did it all. So he had a lot of different kind of tools there in his shop. But this was really nice of John to give this to me. It is a Starrett. Let's see if we can get in there and see it scribed there on the bottom of the square butt, Starrett. And on the side of the centering head, you can see Starrett right there. So this is the smaller set. It's the 6-inch scale. Try to get it to where you can see where it says it on there. All right. So I'm gonna enjoy having this. I'll always remember where this come from, and we'll use it. We'll put it to use around here in the shop for our future projects and our jobs around here. So, John, thank you very much for letting me have that. That was a really special gift. And also, I had done this too, and John he didn't realize this. I was like, "Hey, it's even got the scriber in it." John's like, "No kidding! I didn't even know that's what that was." So I was like, "Yeah, that's a scriber that they put in there." And a lot of times, whenever you find these, square heads, these are missing. People pull them out and they don't put them back. But I'm not surprised that it's in this one because Grandpa Saunders took care of his tools and he was very well organized. So thank you very much, John. I really appreciate that. That's very special. And I'm going to enjoy having that. I did find this in my camera bag. One of the other visitors there, I cannot remember his name, a younger guy that has been helping John with a project there. I'm sorry that I can't remember everybody's name, but he's a fan of the channel as well. And he come up to me and he had this amongst a few other things too, and not some of the stuff that was in the other suitcase that I didn't get. But his grandfather worked at K&T, and he says that he was a scraper. He actually scraped in the ways on the milling machines at K&T. So he had just a few little items that were K&T related that he had brought and gave to me. I know one is a slide ruler, and I can't remember what the other items were, but they're all Kearney and Trecker. And this right here is pretty cool too, because this is the oil that goes in the K&T. Where it says A mobile product is automatic transmission fluid, or type A. Automatic transmission fluid type A, I believe is how it's called. And that's what we had got for my K&T whenever we had done some work on it. So that's pretty cool right there. That could actually go on the machine if I wanted to put that on there. So some cool stuff from Ohio right there. So we got some really nice viewer mail right here. Very interesting items that come in from my viewer Pete Eisenberg. He is from Noblesville, Indiana. So he's an avid watcher of my videos as well as all the other normal machining channels out there. He's a fan of John, Brian Block, I mean everybody, the Keese, Mr. Pete. And he goes on to tell me in his letter that he even bought one of Mr. Pete's lathes, and he's acquired several pieces of equipment and built himself a nice little shop there at home. And he watches all the guys on YouTube, and that's how he's been learning how to do machining now. But he wanted to send me a couple items of memorabilia from Starrett. He knows that I love Starrett and that I like to collect Starrett tools, so he wanted to send me a couple things as his way of saying thank you for the videos that I put out, because he really enjoys. So we'll start with this guy right here. Now this is a really nice pocket protector, with the M1 oil logo on there. So that's pretty cool. It looks like it's never been used, brand new. I'm going to pull it out of the shot just because I know it's kind of blowing the shot out a little bit. So we got that, and I want to focus on this stuff right here. These are really cool. I've never seen these before. So this small guy right here, that's like a pen clip. You could slide it on to a pencil or a pen. Just a really cool, or I got it upside down, I'm sorry. Really nice little item. Really neat, that, you know, this promotional type stuff that Starrett had put out. All right, there's that guy. And then look at this. This is really cool too. I've never seen this before, and I'm wondering if any of you guys know what this is. So it's obviously another, you know, a promotional item that Starrett had made. You got a really hard eraser on that end. Very hard. Probably couldn't use it anymore. All right, I'll show you what it is. This is pretty cool. Pull that out, and you got a pencil inside of it right there. And it looks like it was made out of brass. The caps there. And you can stick a pencil in there. I can tell that's been in there a long time too. It's got a hard eraser on the end. So very cool. I've never seen that before. I tell you, the fit right here, it's got a nice push fit right there. Nice firm push in fit. So very cool stuff right there. That's going to be a nice little item for the collection. I'll put it in the cabinet to go along with the other Starrett tools that we got. So Pete, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, man. It's some nice stuff. All right, so that's our next viewer mill right there. Again, another Starrett related item. This is really cool. This is a Starrett catalog that was printed in 1938. I've never seen one this old before. I've never had one this old before. So it's really special to me, and I'll show you why. What's really unique about these old catalogs. So this was sent to me by Carol Schilp, and he is from Holland. And he had picked up this off eBay because, again, he knew that I was a fan of Starrett, and he absolutely loves the videos and wanted to send in something, contribute to the video. So he found this, and he sent it to me. And it's traveled from, it's traveled all the way from Texas over to Holland, and then back over here to Pensacola. So this has been a well-traveled catalog right here. But I'll see if I can kind of show you what's really cool about this book. I mean, for one, I mean, the old catalogs are always just really nice to look at, right? But catalog from 1938 usually has some really good read in there, right? Some good information. So we got some information on the company in there, and as you flip through this book, everything is like, you know, it's all the hand drawings, what I believe is the hand drawings. But you can go into a book like this, a catalog, and just find information about some of these tools that we all collect and own and use that we never knew before. You know, most of the stuff we kind of know what it's for, but whenever you flip into an old catalog like this, and you see illustrations and pictures and examples of how they were used, it's always cool to me. Look, there's the planer gauge, and there's some pictures. Look like some real pictures of it being used. And that's what I love about this book. And the thread pitch gauges, I believe that one of the thread pitch gauges that I had picked up from my buddy TJ that he had found is either a number 4 or a number 5 that is not made anymore, and they're not listed in any of the newer catalogs. I can't remember which one it is. So there's a lot of tools that Starrett has made that, you know, is discontinued. Here you go. There's a nice shot right there. So we all love the Starrett number 196 back plunge indicator. Check out all the hand-drawn pictures right there of how it can be used. Just super cool. I love being able to sit down at night and look through these old catalogs, and this is like the most that I've actually flipped through this so far, but I just love it. Really nice book. So there we have it. Carol, thank you very much. This is going to be a very nice book to have. I appreciate you sending it in to me, and I'm really going to enjoy having that. Thank you. So here's a new press for the shop. This is the one that I just recently brought home, and the story behind this press is that this was originally my dad's press that he had acquired back in the 1970s, and it was acquired, it was given to him by a man named Mr. Rozicki, and Mr. Rozicki had found this in the scrapyard. They had thrown it away. And the story is that it came from a business called Pensacola Buggy Works, and I believe Pensacola Buggy Works was like a car dealership that was in business for a very long time, you know. So I don't know how long they were open, but that's what I was told. That's what Dad told me, is that this come from Pensacola Buggy Works. The company is a Kent Moore. I'm assuming Detroit maybe is where they were at, you know, in Detroit, Michigan. So the Kent Moore Company, and this is a screw press. And it was always, Dad always called it a crankshaft press. I don't know why it would be a crankshaft press, just maybe the way it was hooked up originally. But whenever Dad had got it from Mr. Rozicki, he actually mounted this motor up there, and that's a very old Babbitt bearing motor, by the way. I forget the horsepower, 2 or 3 I believe, maybe a 2 horsepower. But Dad had adapted that motor up there and put some pulleys on it. This is original to it right here, that hand wheel. The hand wheel part of it is just taken off so it wouldn't hit anybody as it was rotating. This was stuff that we had put on it at work, guarding. There's another guard right there that was made up and bolted on. There was another one that was put right here, and I couldn't stand that thing. It rattles and makes a bunch of noise, so I took it off as soon as I brought it home. And the press plates, I forgot those at work. They're still down there. I need to bring them home, but this is pretty much it right here. I do have a brand new switch for it, drum switch. This one still works, but the handle broke on it, so I'm sure Dad had put that on there whenever he built it. So what has happened here is that at work we've got a new press, and I shared the pictures of that on my Instagram page. We've got a brand new Dake hydraulic press, a 75 ton that I picked out, something that we can use for broaching and pressing of our bushings for the hydraulic cylinders that we do. So that took this one's place, and I asked work if I could buy it and bring it home, and that's just what we did. They gave me a really good deal on it, and I brought it home. So here it is. It's a great press for broaching keyways. That's really what this thing does, is broaches keyways. It's got the travel speed on it. The way it's set up is about 30 inches a minute, which is a perfect speed for broaching keys, and it'll handle up to about a 7/8 broach. Anything above that, the belts just try to slip on it, and it's just too much tonnage for it. But it's great for broaching keys, also for pressing bushings and bearings and, you know, shafts and stuff like that. It doesn't have a lot of tonnage, but it's great for those small jobs, but most especially for broaching keys. So I'm excited to have it back, and I'm looking forward to getting it hooked up. I need to run a new circuit out here, 3-phase power. I want to run it down there to where I can hook up the old drill press back there and get this hooked up too, and have another outlet out here where I could plug in something. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I was really excited to get that back, really, and bring it home. I wanted to share a little bit of information with you, because most of my viewers, you know, that really pay attention to my channel and follow everything that I put up, know that I make a lot of videos at work, and I show a lot of work projects, jobs, not necessarily projects, but jobs. You know, I film a lot of that stuff at work and bring it to the channel. you know, for you guys to view, and it's something that I've absolutely loved to do. I love to share that kind of stuff with you. But here recently, things have been pretty busy at work for a while now, you know, several months. We've been really busy around there, and as I've mentioned this before, you know, everybody's working a lot of overtime down there. Some of the guys down in the shop, I mean, they work 12, 14-hour days sometimes down there trying to get things done. So everybody's been really busy at work. But here recently, a few weeks back, I was asked if I could hold off on filming down there, because they think that the time that I'm spending filming is better used to, you know, get the work done, you know, be more productive and get the work done, which is completely understandable. You know, that's how business works, and that's how people in charge, that's how they are, and they want to see their guys getting the work done and getting it put out. So I was asked to halt on the filming, and I don't know how long that's for, and I don't know if that's a way of saying we don't want you filming anymore. I don't know. But the reason why I'm telling you that is because a lot of the projects that I show on my channel, you know, has been from work, and it's something that I've always enjoyed sharing with you guys, is the work. So I don't know how long that's going to be. So I don't have any other projects that I filmed from work. The hydraulic cylinder heads was the last ones that I had filmed. So we're going to have to just stay focused on the work and the projects around my shop for the channel for a while, you know, until I hear from management to see if that's going to change, if they're going to lift that, if they're going to let me start filming again or what. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I'm in no way trying to say anything negative towards my company or my boss's management or anything like that. But I felt that it was important to let my viewers and my fans know that we're not going to be seeing any of those big projects for a while, because I don't know when we're going to be able to do that again, honestly. So we're just going to have to stick around here and get back to our work and our projects around this shop, which I have several jobs to do. I still have some more jobs here on the bench that I need to get started on. Some stuff for some viewers that I have taken in a while back that I need to get going on, and I still have projects around here. So we'll just keep it going around here. And if you follow me on Instagram, or if you haven't, you know, go over and follow me on Instagram. I try to post a couple pictures every day of, you know, a picture of a job that I'm working on, because I love what I do. You know, I get into some very interesting stuff with the manual machining and the jobs that I do. So I like taking pictures of that stuff. It's very artistic to me, you know. That's just how I see it. So I try to take good pictures, and I like to share them with my viewers. That's what I like to do. I like to make the videos, you know. It's very enjoyable to me. I have become very passionate about video and photography and sharing that with my viewers. So it's a little upsetting to be told that you can't film, but what do? You know, you have to abide by the rules and keep on trucking. So just want to let you guys know that, but I'm going to continue to work hard at bringing you good, interesting content around here. And I hope that for those that still watching, go and check out my other videos too that's not related to the machining, my travel videos, maybe my cooking videos, because I really enjoy doing that stuff. I really do. The Mother's Day video that I just put out this week, I had a lot of fun filming that and a lot of fun putting it together, and I was very excited to bring that to YouTube. So just know that it's very exciting for me to make that kind of content to share. So check it out. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, not a thumbs down. All right? Thanks, guys.